Okay, so we have our Trammel Toy, the base and all the slides set up. Now we got to put all the screws in and the pegs and all these little parts that are over here. Okay, so we're going to go place. Now this one's a little tougher. You got to figure out which ones you're going to do first. So I don't know. Let's pick the dowel pin, number 6. Where's number 6 at? Okay, so there's a number 6 here. Are there any more numbers? There's supposed to be how many number 6s? There's 2 of them. That's the tough part sometimes, is finding where they go. Okay, there's the other number 6. So they go, and there's 2 corners, and they go kind of together. They go on the inside corners. Okay, so we're going to do those number 6s on these inside corners. Okay, or maybe it's one's an outside corner and one's an inside corner. Kind of tough. So we're looking for the one that says 5mm dowel pin right up here at the top. So we're going to open that up. We need 2 of them, so we're going to place 2 before we hit our escape. Now if you notice, one end is chamfered off. That's the part that's going to go down in. We're going to flat side above. We're going to use something new called insert. Okay, so on our constraint, use this one called insert. It's the 4th one over. And then we're going to go to the top, because I see the top of this and I see the top of this. So I'm going to click the top of here with the top of here. And it sticks it in there, but it put it upside down. So you just click the other little yellow thing here where it says aligned, and it flips it over for us. You say apply. And then we're going to do the same with the next one. We're going to put him in this one. And that one stuck it in the correct way, so we're all good. If it went the wrong way, again, you just flip whichever way it goes. You can say this one sticks out, this one's kind of in. It just flips them. And that's good. Okay, so let's go put in the other dowel pin, number 7 here. There's 2 of them, the 6mm. They're going to go in the other corners. So place, we're going to go 6mm dowel pin. We're going to open that up. Again, we need 2 of them. Okay, again, we're going to use that insert command. And put that one up here. Again, use the wrong way. Apply, and then click here. Now notice if I put, if I did this end, it's going to line it up with whatever piece I put in there. Even if I flip it, right? So he's still sticking out because whatever circle, whatever area I did, the edge is going to line up with the edge I chose. The 2 edges line up. So let me cancel out of that one and redo it since I just did it wrong. Okay, but it's okay if you do something wrong. You just either undo or fix something in your model bar. Okay, we're going to line those 2 up, and again, we flip him around and say, okay. So now we have those pins in, and you can see that the pins are in because the holes don't go through anymore. And those holes never went all the way through because the dowel pin just goes down a little ways. They're not the screws. So let's go put our screws in. Okay, so that one, there's hex nuts, and then what are those screws called? They're number 12. There's socket head cap screw. Let's go get some of those. Socket head cap screw right there. You open it up. Now it says we need 5 of them. Okay, there's 4 going to go up here. One's going to go in that handle. So I'm not going to get him yet. I'm just going to put the 4 in that go in these upper left and lower right blocks. But again, we're going to just use our insert tool. Now this one, I would like the bottom of this, right, the bottom of this guy right there, to be in the bottom of the hole. So we go here to the bottom of the hole and click, and it sticks it in there just right. Okay, so it's really quick and easy once you get going on these things. And our last one. Bam, so now we have all 4 of those stuck in there. So say okay. Now we got to put hex nuts on the other side. Right, there's hex nuts. They show these down at the bottom. They're number 8. So let's go get our 4 hex nuts. So place hex nuts. We need 4 of them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just click them out there anyway. Now I'm going to use insert. Now hex nut it's going to take quite a bit to get the hex nut perfect. Okay, so we're just going to pretend a little bit on this one because we don't need to go into the detail that it really needs. So we're going to use insert again because it's easy. Okay, so we're going to do the outside edge of this with the outside end of the screw of the bolt thing that's coming through. Say okay, and you can see again it's sticking out above, so we're going to flip it over, and now he's down in there just right. Okay, so we're going to say apply, and then we're going to go get the other 4 and do the same, or the other 3 and do the same thing. Okay, that's good. So apply him. Zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, he's good. And then grab my last one. And smack him on there. Now, if we look at this, if we look at the bottom, the hex nuts aren't on there perfectly, and this is the part that's kind of messed up. we don't care. As your teacher's grading this, that's okay for this one because we're not going to go into that detail on how to fix that. Okay, if it bothers you to be where the bolt is into the wood like that, just grab him and spin him, and then he looks perfect. As long as you don't touch him again, he'll never move again, which is fine. Okay, if we actually looked at your degrees of freedom, it would show that he would spin. That's okay. We're okay with that. Okay, oops, forgot to fix this last one, didn't I? So now they're all perfect, and I'm never even really going to look at that, so we're all good. Okay, so now we got our hex nuts on there. What else we got to put on there? We got to attach that handle, it looks like, right? Because we've got all 4 of these taken care of. Oh, we have this little screw on the bottom. Let's take care of him. Number 10. He goes down from the bottom because we were working on the bottom there. We should have taken care of that while we were down there. All right, we got to put that screw in there. So let's go get number 10. What was number 10 called? He's called the panhead Phillips screw. So we're going to go over here to the panhead Phillips screw. Open him up. We only need 1 of those. And again, we're just going to use the insert. It's super easy. Makes our life wonderful. Okay, we're going to do the bottom of this. Okay, so go pick the bottom. You can pick the inside bottom or the outside. That one shows up easy, so I'm going to grab him. I'm going to do the bottom of this hole. Again, he's the wrong way, so we're going to flip him over. And we're going to say, okay. And now that screw is in there, and that's locked this guy down, right? Because he didn't have any way. He was going to slide out if we didn't put that screw in there. All right, now I think we're ready for our handle. So we need 12. We need 1 more of those. We need 2 15s and a 14. So we need 1 more socket. We need the Vex 1x10 beam, the Vex 1x2 connector pin. Okay, so let's just go get all of those so we have them out. We can just put the handle together. So we need the Vex connector pin. We need 2 of these. So I'm just going to place 2 of those out there. Then I'm going to go grab my handle, which is the Vex beam. Open him up. We'll just sit him out here. We only need 1 of him. And then we need that last screw that we didn't grab before. It was the socket head cap screw. Okay, and now we have that. Okay, so now we need to put number 12. He goes into number 4, which is the screw slide block. Okay, actually, let's just put him in the end of the handle first. So we're going to take this with a constraint, and we're going to insert. We're going to insert the bottom edge of this to one end of this. Bam. Say apply. Okay, and now it gets a little tough. Now that one went into number 4, which was the screw slide block, which was this one over here. So again, we're going to line those things up. And if I insert, actually I'm not going to use an insert, I'm going to use a mate. I think that will work better. If you notice down the middle of these things in these holes, see there's that axis going through the hole? We're just going to mate those axes together. Okay, let's hope there's an axis down this screw. There he is right there. And look, that lines that guy right up. So we're going to say okay. So we can just go look to make sure we did it right. Okay, he's right. He's in the right spot. See, he's in that hole. Okay, but we didn't mate this guy to the top edge. It's okay, right? Sometimes it's hard to remember everything that you need to do. So we need one of these flat faces on the bottom. So that fat face. Face. I'm going to smack him on there. Okay, now let's go make sure it all looks good before we get going forward. I think we're all good there, right? See, as we move this handle around, he moves that guy around. So he's attached. So that's good. So now we got to get him into this hole. Okay, so that's number 15. And it's tough to tell. I can't even count here. Is he halfway? 1, 2, 3. He looks like he's the 4th hole over. 2, 3, 4th hole over. So we're going to put him in that one. But he's also got to go in this one. Which one should we put in first? I don't know. Just try one. See what happens. So let's put. Whoop. Zoom in. Okay, so we want the bottom edge of this. We want that into here. Okay, so we put that peg. I'm going to say apply. Sorry, I'm not in the middle. Make it a little easier to see. And then we got to put this in these holes here. So again, we're going to insert that, and we got to go underneath here. We got to count over. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably should have moved this before we did all this. Uh-oh, that one's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to try something else. Maybe instead of the insert, we're going to have to do that mate. All right, you never know. So we look for that center axis again. There he is. And then this is easier to get to anyway. 2, 3, 4. We want that center axis. Turn it so we can see what's going on here. Right there. Bam, that worked. Say okay. Actually, let's make sure it's all working before we continue on and keep going. So if I grab this, oh, looky there. Round and round we go. Go around the corner, dude. There we go. Bam. Woo, Trammel Toy. Okay. And now we got to put this last little handle on there. 15, he just goes on the end, and we're going to flip him the other way. So let's constrain. And we can use an insert on this one. Okay, so we do that one there. And that one there. And we say okay. And I think my Trammel Toy is completely done. Okay, so just like that. And this is the part where we just want to see when we're going to come around, and we can make sure you can do this. If your toy is doing this and nothing falls apart, then all is probably good. We could look at degree of freedom analysis. Okay, and it's going to show a lot, but remember, we never really stuck any of those pegs or anything down. So every peg will still spin on us, which is okay. All right, it's okay that they spin. But that's what all these rotations are. These things, they're supposed to move. Right? Some of these things, they have to move around. They have to be able to go up and down and move with those slides. So at this point, it's hard to tell from the degrees of freedom. But if it can do that, you did a great job. You're all done. Give yourself a pat on the back.